This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Stick around to hear more about the discount that they're providing to the entire UEG community. Okay, so today I'll be doing a skill training guide for Cyberpunk 2077, but before doing that, I want to really quickly clarify where I'm at with the review for this specific game and where the channel is going in the near future. I have completed the game as of right now and gotten all but 2 of the endings, I believe. I think I'll need to replay it completely to get the other 2, or at the very least go back like quite a ways, so I looked them up because they are exceptionally hard to get. I am now working actively on the review. It could be done tomorrow, it could be done the next day, but I'm aiming for this week before the weekend. I'm also going to slow down on guides in the near future. I still plan to play this and cover it from time to time when I can compile something that seems truly helpful to a large section of the player base, but this will mark the return to normalcy somewhat for the broader industry topics that I cover more often. I am not a Cyberpunk 2077 exclusive YouTuber now. I'm going to have the same channel focus as before, okay, never fear, with a splash of Cyberpunk videos because I personally enjoy the game a huge amount. However, just to set everyone's mind at ease, or some people's mind at ease, personal enjoyment does not mean I am incapable of acknowledging all the flaws, and there are flaws. I will review this game with a thorough approach that discusses all the drawbacks that I've found, so with all that said, here is a guide right now to sort of not really conclude my coverage, but towards the end of my coverage of Cyberpunk for the moment. Here's a guide on how to level pretty much every single skill in the game to maximum level in just a matter of hours. The method is fairly simple, but can also be optimized very effectively. The trick is to go here on the map. Now, keep in mind that this is not a super low-level zone, so I would advise being maybe level 15 or 20 before doing this. At least, well, maybe less if you're efficient, who knows. And having a build or a weapon that can at least do like 1,000+ damage per hit or shot. Without that, it's going to be kind of hard to make this work. Still possible, but definitely difficult. The area is a length of beach, and there are numerous packs of enemies that spawn with a particular proximity, as well as distribution, along with their combat tactics. This area can be farmed for experience in all but 2 skills. I was able to get level 20 Cold Blood in less than 2 hours, up from level 14, I believe, so 6 full levels, including the ones with the most experience gain required, in less than 2 hours. I'm now going to max out Blades to 20, that's one of my next goals, up from about 8 to 14 in the last 30 minutes or so, and eventually I'll move over to Engineering and Pistols as well. Basically, you can max out all your stats except 2 of them, and on top of that, you are able to farm hundreds of rare and epic crafting components. You can farm credits at an extremely quick pace if you so choose, and depending on how you optimize, it can be tweaked to prioritize any one aspect over the others. The only 2 attributes, actually 3, but one of them just basically never trains no matter what you do, that one being athleticism, so it's extremely slow no matter what right now till they patch it. I think it's just broken. The only 2 attributes other than athleticism it isn't efficient for are the hacking stats. Hacking is not just a reality in Cyberpunk, it's also reality in our everyday lives. Ransomware, identity theft, you name it. To fight against this, you look like you need a VPN. Did you like that tie-in? Honestly, I legit thought it was pretty slick. Today's sponsor is Surfshark, a VPN provider. And many people probably already know what a VPN is, but for those that don't, a VPN, or virtual private network, is an added layer of security with a multitude of other applications. Public Wi-Fi especially, also even private home internet, is very much less than secure. Information is very easy to access for a hacker, and a VPN can help prevent that. More interestingly, a VPN can switch your region and help avoid things like censorship in certain countries. And not only that, but in different regions, Netflix has different movies and shows based on licensing agreements. Since you can switch your location anytime that you want, instead of just seeing what the site has for your country right now, you can see what Netflix has globally at any point in time. And the list of things that a VPN can do for you is very, very long. Surfshark is also the only VPN provider that I know of which allows for unlimited devices on a single account. And on top of that, if using code Echelon, you will get 84% off and 4 months free with your order. The link is down below in the description. Again, that's 84% off and 4 months free if you use the link down below. Big thank you to them for sponsoring the channel. All right, back on task. I'm going to break script right now and do a complete run-through of the technique, which can be done a number of separate ways, and then explain how to modify it based on your goals. Okay, here we go. Pretty simple. So all you're doing is teleporting to Pacifica Pier, which is between these 2 long docks or piers right here. It's this stretch of beach on the map. This is what you're going to be farming. So teleport to this waypoint. You'll spawn right in front of it, and then all you do is jump up over the edge and over down to the left, and you'll see the first pack of enemies on the route. Now, these guys will typically not react to you, So all you're going to be doing is picking whatever gun you want to be using. I'll demonstrate with a katana, but then I'll talk about how to tweak it to your own playstyle. And then running up and just starting to kill them. You can level stealth, you can level a bat, you can level pretty much anything, but you don't want to hit the civilians, because if you get hit, if the police come for you, it's a little bit of a tedious thing to get rid of them. You can just run off and do the route and they'll probably disappear, but if they kill you, I mean, you don't want to be dying. That just decreases the efficiency. Now, what they drop, these use melee weapons. If you go too far away, if you attack them and go too far away, they'll start shooting at you with pistols. So if you really want to get pistol drops, you can just back off, make them pull out their pistols, and then attack them. But typically, you're always going to be getting knives from these drops. And I'm only picking up the purple ones from now on because I'm already max level. It doesn't matter for me to pick up blues or greens, but you can pick up blues and greens and get crafting components and money and all sorts of things if you want to. So that's the first pack. Then you run off down this way. And depending on what spawns, sometimes there'll be enemies right here, which is just more experience and more stuff for you. But depending on what spawns, you'll tweak the route, which I'll talk about later on. You run off through here, through this set of fences, and then you're going to go right here to this little house, and there's 3 enemies or 2 enemies here. Typically, I think it's 2, but I got 3 that spawned this time, so you run up, and you attack them and kill them. Now, depending on how you want to do this, you can level stealth by making sure that you're going in and they don't see you. Right, I'm picking up all the purples to deconstruct for components or to sell. If you want to level stealth, you go in, make them not see you. You can use whatever weapon you'd like in order to get different experience. You can use a tech weapon to get engineering experience, or you can use a blade or a pistol or a sniper rifle or a precision rifle. It doesn't matter. Infinite possibilities here. Then you come up here, and this is the big camp. And there's 3 enemies that spawn right here. And then the beauty of it is that they're far enough away where they don't aggro anything else. These guys will know that you're here, but they won't know exactly where. So you can kill them, and again, you haven't aggroed anything else. And then there's 3 more right here that you can go after and kill. There's 3 more right here. Once you've killed them, then you go back and you fight these. Now, if you get same thing with the other set of partying enemies. So you want to stand close to them so that they pull out their melee weapons and come after you, and then you can just kite them. You can use any like ranged weapon or gun, but you just get close to them so they use their knives and their melee weapons, and then just back away from them and kite them around. That's really all you have to do, and then pick up all the stuff that you want to grab. Make sure that you're using your scan if you want to see like what's on the ground. And then from here, you go this way, and there's 3 more enemies right over here. Same thing. Kill them in whatever way you'd like to do. And once that's done, you run all the way over here, and then right around this concrete slab, these beach showers, just run right around those and run straight back towards the big camp. That's pretty much a full run of the route, like a non-optimized run, but that's the basic principle here. So then just quickly demonstrating, these 3 will be back now. So all you do is jump up, make sure you kill them, and make sure you don't die. You can save at any point as well. As soon as you're out of combat, like I'm out of combat right now, you can save, just to make sure that if you do die, you're not losing any important progress. Kill those 3, move over here, kill these, and then approach these, and wipe them out. And this is how I'm going to train blades to 20 very, very, very quickly. And then I would move over this way. I could go down and do these if I wanted to. There should be 2 or 3, probably 2. Yep, 2. Those are dead. Quick hack components, epic stuff. There's really good drops from these guys consistently. I was able to get some very, very good clothing mods, crit chance, 30% crit damage, legendary clothing mods, etc. So yeah, you can farm this. There's 3 that spawned right here. These don't typically spawn, but for some reason they have, so that's just more to farm. Yeah, don't ever just walk at them like I just did, because you could die. You have to be much more careful than I'm being right now. I'm being a little reckless just to demonstrate. And then back over here. This is where the party would spawn. This is the start of the route. Sometimes this doesn't spawn. If it seems like you've come back 2 or 3 times and it hasn't spawned, then all you're going to do is just repeatedly come back to this area to check right here, and then turn around and go back to the big camp. Again, don't be stupid and die like I was just doing. But you come back to here and then turn around and go back. Now, as I go back, there should be, I believe, 2 people right here. If there's not, there is 2 people right there. Then there's going to be 3 there, 3 over there, 3 more there, or at least 1 over there, 3 there, 4 there, 3 there. Like, I hope you can start to see that as you get better and better at optimizing this, you can do the run extremely quickly and kill dozens of enemies in a matter of minutes. Okay, now if you have a tech precision rifle or a sniper rifle or something like that, depending on what you're using, you can make this far more efficient. And also, I should just really quickly talk about what trains what. So if you go to your character skills page, you can train crafting here by getting all the different blue and purple drops and dismantling them, and then using the components for other things. So that's an effective way to train crafting because you're getting a significant number of drops very quickly. You can train engineering by using a tech rifle. As you can see, I'm at level 14. Eventually, I want to get 20 for this, for 1 point of revamp. You can train Cold Blood. This is the fastest one. Cold Blood I got from level, I think, 14 to 20 in less than 2 hours, because if you chain all of these kills together, it can be something like 12 to 14 kills all at once, and you can get 4,500 Cold Blood XP per run. And you can do a run in like a minute and a half if you get efficient. Less than that if you get really efficient. So Cold Blood's easy to train. Stealth, same thing. You just crouch down and make sure that you're doing as many of these kills from stealth as you can. And because the packs are so broken up and they don't actually see you when you're killing one set of 3, then the other set of 3, you can just continually re-enter stealth and kill things and get XP for that. Assault, just use an assault rifle. Just use a rifle of any kind, you'll get assault. XP blades, just use a katana like I was just demonstrating. Handguns, use a pistol, really straightforward. Annihilation, use a shotgun. Street brawler, use some kind of fist build or a blunt weapon or something like that. Athletics is really hard to train. I have not found an easy way to train this so far. It seems really slow until they patch it, so it seems to revolve around running out of stamina. So every time you run out of stamina, you get a little bit of athletics XP, but this is not an efficient one to train. And then these you can't really train. Maybe you can find a way to train these in a supplemental way as you're running around doing this, but this is not the target one. You can train all the other attributes though. So just demonstrating with a precision rifle now, because I did the katana in the melee version. All you would do is start at the beginning and run over, checking for anything along the way. I'll use the Widowmaker for this purpose. And then once you get to this house, what I tend to try to do to remain in combat for as long as possible and get as much continuous experience as I can, especially for Cold Blood, is I started to charge up and kill these 3, then these 2. Now the point of a tech rifle is that you can shoot through walls. So you can do this, and then, yeah, you can take out the ones that are up by the car without ever even having to go into harm's way. And if you have a digital scope that modifies the scope that gives you feedback on where the enemies are once you scope in, then all you can do is just keep checking with your scope. And then 3 down here. 1, 2, 3. So that's the entire pack, pretty much. There might be 1 more. Yep, there's 2 more, actually. But that's the entire pack. And as you can see, I got 500 stealth points there, even though I was not trying to prioritize that. 1,100 engineering, 2,000 assault. It's all ticking up on the left-hand side of the screen. No Cold Blood, but it would have been something like 4,500 Cold Blood if I hadn't already maxed that out. And that's just 1 run. That's 1 really quick, very, very fast run. So all I would do is run over here to reset, run back, and then kind of just do it in the opposite direction. Make sure that you're, protecting yourself and not dying, but all you have to do is kill them as efficiently as possible. So right here, they're back. I can start to attack. That's that. I can shoot over here now. There's them. More. And, like, quite clearly, you can be much more efficient than I am with it. But if you are able to do this at maximum speed, you're going to be in a situation where you're getting tens of thousands of experience in multiple different attributes per hour. More than that, probably up to close to 100,000. Yeah, it's pretty fast. And once I discovered this, I was able to max out whatever attribute I want and start to make builds. Now, of course, it doesn't work for hacking. If you're trying to level hacking, this is not the way to go. But for all the other things, it's pretty good. And I'll just check over here to see if the party has spawned, the other spawn that's in this location. But if not, then all I would do is just continually run around that that concrete thing over there, and then just keep resetting that big camp. That's the most efficient way if this other camp here isn't spawning. If it is spawning, then you just check back in between the two and repeat as needed. It's not spawning, okay, so then I would just go back and I'll do it one last time just to demonstrate. You can use any weapon, like I said. You can use mantis blades if you want. You can use a shotgun. You can use a sniper. I'll use a sniper this time. Run up over here and then just start switching between them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you don't die. 6, 7. Ooh, have to reload. 8. Nope. There we go. 8. 9, 10, 11 over here. 9, 10, 11. 12. 13, 14. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 17, 18, 19. Right? Killed all them. Pick up whatever you want. Purples, greens, blues, sometimes legendary components or items with legendary mods in them, whatever it may be. Check off over here around this barrier. And I guess maybe you could run shorter. I mean, this is where I found that it automatically always, every single time, resets these 3, and they can do the whole camp again. And then rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can land the shot. Oh, come on. 4. Oh. There it is. 5. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah. So just keep going. The other added part to this is that you're gaining main level experience insanely fast. So when I started doing this, I think I was level, I don't know, 20 something, maybe like 32. I leveled all the way up to like 46 in under about 2 hours maybe. As I was doing Cold Blood, I gained something like 14 main levels. And then, of course, once you're going that fast, you can just do this for an hour or 2 hours or whatever it is and get as many main levels as you want. But the one thing I would say to worry about is that this does trivialize the game if you do it too much. If you do this too much and farm too efficiently, then you will over-level the content. So as an example, let me just make sure I don't die. But as an example, if I go to the map, pretty much anything that's left, and there's not much, and I'm going to be completing all of this before I'm even done with the review, but pretty much anything that's left is going to say danger very low. There's nothing on my map that says anything other than danger very low. Actually, I think there's like one thing that says low over here. That danger low, right? There's low or very low. So this does trivialize the game if you do it too much and if you do it, I don't know, too early and max out too hard. But if you're just looking to gain a few levels so that you can use a particular perk, if you're trying to set yourself up so that your build is more fun, then this is definitely the way to go. And some things that I would recommend really quickly, if you go into the Blades tree, I mean, if you're trying to level Blades, then grab something like Bloodlust. If you can, grab Deathbolt. That's super helpful for leveling this. A couple perks of that. Something like this, 2 or 3 perks of this to increase your damage on max health enemies because they don't seem to have very much health and you hit them once and then they die. There's a lot of things that you can do to maximize this farming method temporarily with your perk points. But yeah, there's plenty of purples on the ground now. I can grab these, dismantle them, use them if I want. Yeah, all right. Is he done? And nope, he's not done yet. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's the method right there. Again, last time, it is found here on the map between these 2 piers. You're going to teleport to Pacifica Pier and then go back and forth in the method that I've described and shown, and you can farm it super efficiently. That's it for today, though. This is the method to level everything except the 2 hacking sub-skills extremely efficiently. It also extends to money, it extends to crafting components, extends to everything. Just tweak your playstyle depending on how you want to do it. But I'll cut it there and stop rambling. As always, links are down below in the description if you want support. Surfshark especially. please check them out. Thank you to them for sponsoring the channel. Another YouTuber to check out, the one that built my PC and made it possible for me to even play Cyberpunk right now efficiently without having to deal with the console stuff. My review will be out later this week, possibly tomorrow, probably the day after. We'll see. And then I'll be going back to standard industry coverage with a spattering here and there of Cyberpunk because I do love this game. I'll continue to cover it, and it will be something great eventually. But right now, yeah, I'm going to slow down on the guide content now. But again, thank you all for watching, and have a nice night.